So it looks like Wayfinder is making a really big, interesting move, and the reaction to this has kind of been mixed. So I really think this is just more proof that sometimes players really don't know what they want in today's game industry. But let's talk about it. Gamers and game meds, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about some interesting Wayfinder news. However, if you want to stay up to date on all things Wayfinder, make sure you are liking today's video, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and let's go ahead and talk about today's discussion. So, first and foremost, when it comes to this Wayfinder update, I want to give some great news out there to my Xbox fam, because I know we have been waiting to get our hands on Wayfinder for a long time. We finally have a release frame for Wayfinder for us. That is going to be this fall of 2024. So basically, anytime between, I'm going to say, August and I guess late October or early November, somewhere in that frame, we're probably going to get Wayfinder. I know it still sucks. We got that long of a wait, but at least we know something. At least we finally have some information now for the Xbox players. Now, you can say unfortunately. I'm not going to say unfortunately with this because I personally like these changes, but it's not going to be the exact same game that has been advertised. So, for those who don't know, just to catch you up a bit, the publisher Digital Extremes, the guys that did Warframe, they backed out of their contract with their publishing gig with Airship Syndicate, who are the developers of Wayfinder, leaving Airship Syndicate on their own, having to find a way to rework things and stuff like that. So on the bright side, the game is not getting shut down. However, the game is no longer taking its live service route, and it's going full-on retail. Now, when I say this to you out loud, you would think most people are like, oh, yay, no live service, blah, 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 because everybody cries about live service in today's industry, which I personally don't understand why. Me personally, I love everlasting games that make attempts to last forever, but that's just me. And they go this route, and some people like it, some people are upset. Now, me personally, I enjoy this. I'm excited with this because it puts it more in that action RPG realm rather than, that really Warframe grindy weird realm, which I'm going to talk about here in a second. So let me tell you about the main changes that they're making to Wayfinder. And it's now going to be called Wayfinder Echoes. So it's going to have single player and co-op, meaning you can play it 100% solo, or you can invite 2 other friends to play with you. It's going to be one solid price, $24.99. However, this is during the early access period. Once they go into their full launch, the price of it's going to increase. I can imagine somewhere between, I don't know, $39.99 or $59.99, depending on how much they add and what they do. There's going to be no microtransactions or in-game purchases. I know a lot of you guys should be excited to hear about that. Sometime during this update, we're going to be getting a new Wayfinder named Grendel. Weapon and armor drops. Armor is now going to have stats and things like that. Weapons are now going to be loot drops instead of things you can buy and grind on and stuff like that. They're adding a new zone, and there's a lot more coming. And they're also going to be doing another update to the game later this fall that brings, I believe, more housing changes, another new Wayfinder, and all kinds of other goodies that they're working on with the game. Now, while I am personally a little bummed that, it's no longer going its MMO-ish route, I am an MMO guy after all, I still do really appreciate this. It's going from, something on the lines of like Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft, and it's going more in a like Diablo or Torchlight kind of style. And that does not bother me with Wayfinder. The only thing that scares me a little bit with this is the fact that, the developer had to go this route. So obviously, they don't have the resources and funding, to continue supporting a live service thing. I just hope that Wayfinder still continues to grow over time, even if it's slower, and they do continue to support the game with updates and stuff like that. And I hope it just doesn't, die off and be something that they forget about in the next 1 to 2 years. I would personally, I would love to see them take all the plans that they had, re-salvage them, and, just constantly work on them to work in more of this, this action RPG version of it that they're building instead of, the MMO style version. And when you come to think about it, you can't be too upset because Wayfinder was always advertised as an ARPG anyway. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. You guys let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. But these changes are going to be launching on every platform for Wayfinder. PS5 players, you guys can continue to play Wayfinder in its MMO fashion as it is until the update hits y'all. So here's how it's going to work. This update is going to be launching on June 11th on Steam. It's going to hit Steam first. They're going to be bringing it to PS5 sometime in the summer. And then they're going to be bringing the Wayfinder Echoes game to Xbox Series X and S in the fall. There's not going to be any last-gen support anymore. They're completely ditching that. So no PS4 version, no Xbox One version. People who own Wayfinder via Founders Pack, by the way, you guys get this new Echoes update and transition for free. You don't have to buy the game again. So if you bought a Founders Pack already, this all happens to you for free. If you haven't bought the game, you'll have to pay $24.99 for this, which, you know, is what I plan on doing when the game drops on Xbox later this fall. But anyway, guys, I'm personally really excited about these changes. Like I said, my only little worry is that, you know, they don't keep supporting the game in the future, which, you know, the game will be complete, so that's not, you know, a bad thing. It's better than it getting shut down and stuff like that. I still want to see updates come to it. I had really high hopes for this game. I was really excited for Wayfinder, and I personally want to see, you know, what it can be. I want to see it flourish, and, you know, I want to see it do what it was going to do before, just in its new form. And I think, you know, once the community takes time, embraces this, actually plays it, gets their hands on it, and says, hey, this really isn't so bad. It's like, you know, it's a better version of a lot of ARPGs that we have out now. Like, Diablo ain't cutting it for people. Path of Exile is hard and not for everybody. Torchlight was given up on. Maybe Wayfinder can fill that void. You never know. But anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed today's video. Smash that like button. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.